Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursday. So do some solo customizing. Got several projects I'm working on. I got someone in the comments already. Hey, Nico, how you doing tonight? It's just me tonight for right now. So I don't know if Dom come in and chat with us not. He's had a pretty stressful day, so probably just be me customizing tonight. And I got plenty of customers to take care of. I got detailing out my sarges. I fixed the skin tones on that where they, I don't know if you may have seen the review. This is the one that had the really thin skin tone on the torso. I was able to mix up a pretty good match. Took care of that on the now. That looks good. That's good coverage. Luckily, I actually had something very close already mixed up. Just need to add a little bit of the Tester's warm tint to it to pink it up a little bit. And made a good match. And also did a wash to the legs. And go back and go over the brown camo. Brighten that up a little bit. That's probably I got She-Hulk, Choice, Power Girl, Electrocute, another Power Girl, which this is basically in a holding for now until I get the new Moonstone. I'm going to use the Moonstone arms. Probably would use the Moonstone lower body where it's white. That's for Choice. I have a Miss Marvel I'm working on. I got the base coat on the torso. I'm going to do her in metallic black. Got the nice shiny. Focus. Nice shiny. Sculpted the lightning bolt on the chest. Let that paint cure before I touch paint this morning, but I'll let that cure for a day or two for a mess fit. Hey, Rolando. Let's see. Let's get some background music going. There we go. Let's see if I got I think burnt sienna, I think be good for the camo on the pants. Oh, and the She-Hulk, I'm going to do the ball joint mod for the neck. I'm going to cut this top ball joint off, and I'll put the double ball peg in. That way that's more. I love it since Customs Mamachu did that tutorial on that. It's the go-to thing to mod these old female necks. Okay. Let's get that seam line off that too. Also doing an arm upgrade too for her. I got some of the Foosh bare arms. And these actually look pretty good for She-Hulk arms. They had color match still, but they're base red. This one I haven't modified the socket yet. The stem on these Foosh articulate icon arms are tiny. So I used some super glue and baking soda, built up the stem, and glued in some O-rings on this side. So now this side pops in, nice pop, and nice and secure. I think that's going to work. I'm actually doing the hip mod to her too, giving her ball joint hips, resculpting her old hips. So I think that's going to be a pretty nice combo when it's all said and done. Little change of pace, like working on the superhero ones. First up, let's get back to the Sarge. I used a black wash on these. On the other one, I'm going to use a olive green wash. Just have a little different variation. Actually, I'm going to use the other one as a look, see where I need to put the camo back. Now, first up, I need some military green paint. All right. You can pull out some of the wax paper that they give us with our figures nowadays. That's the only problem about when I get the wax paper out. It messes the white balance up on the camera. Some dry brushing right off the bat. Nice olive drab style military green. Really picks up the detail on these sculpts on these Joe figures after you do a wash. I'll put the camo back on afterwards. May go a little more elaborate with the camo too on this one. This is going to be going back. It's just a green and brown camo on right out of the box. I like the three tones, like the green, the dark green, and the brown. Now, if everybody watching, there's going to be a customizer showcase this Sunday instead of the regular the WIP IT crew, and we're going to be showcasing Nico, Villain Customs. Looking forward to that. He's got some beautiful work in his portfolio. Top-notch customs. I love just the detail that washes and just as simple as putting dry brush washes and dry brushing can really bring out the detail in a figure. Some of the simplest things you can do and just makes them really pop. And after that, I'll put a little bit of zinc chromate over top of that. Yeah, it's going to be a great show, man. I love your stuff you sit in your customs. looks so freaking good. Looking forward to sitting down for that show. Should be a good one. That's a little better. Okay. Got to detail Sarge's boots out too. They're missing the and his hips. If I remember correctly, Nico, right now you're what, 13 hours ahead of my time. It's 7:14 p.m. here, so 8:15 a.m. there right now. Is that right? And it's Friday morning there as well. Okay. Oh, I was right. I remember correctly. Cool deal. So when we're on the Sunday night shows, on the regular WIP IT shows, when we're like getting tired around about 12 midnight, it's time for you to grab some lunch or just had some lunch. Okay. Let's do the boots right quick. Did a wash on the boots already. Let's detail these out real quick. After this, I'm going to work on electrocute. I got the styrene out. I'm going to actually start putting on her details of her outfit on using styrene. I got the torso resculpted to where I'm happy with it. Next is costume details. I need my old man glasses now. Somebody had a suggestion. I put out an open question for like customizing tutorial videos. Somebody's wanting to see like the setting up 2-part molds for casting parts, and I definitely could do that. I'm just out of casting supplies. I'm not an expert on that. I'm still fairly new to casting. I'm glad to share what I know. I wish the hinges were black. That's what they should have been. You know, the artwork for Sarge has these painted on the box. These are supposed to be painted. They cheaped up. Hello, hello, Darth. 418 there. Yeah, you're. Are you yet? This ain't quitting time. If you have an 8 to 5, that is. What is an 8 to 5 anymore? I work remotely, so my work is done whenever it needs to be done. Not full remote, but I still go in office some. Starting next week, though, I'm actually taking some time off. I got Saturday. I'm gonna go visit family. Oh, I said it myself.
Family.
We're having a little get together, have a little early Christmas dinner. My sister, my brother, and her husband. Should be nice, little get together. Okay. Anybody going to be traveling for the holidays this year? Hands are acting up. Got counting along my custom projects and over the course of the year, the ones I've completed. It's like close to 60. Get all those almost 20 Hulk heads. And I got a few more that's here I need to paint up, but lots of custom figures. Of course, Hasbro keeps me busy fixing their bad quality control. Or bad designs. What should be just out of the box on the shelf has to be redone. There we go. Laces painted. One down, one to go. Technically 3 to go, but I'm not full of it. I'm going to put my lid back on my paint, shake it up, make sure it's not drying out on me. Guess it's early yet. Right now we only got 3 of us watching. Where's everybody at? I'll fix it. Need to order out with some supplies. I'm about out of semi-gloss sealer. That's one of the things that really makes the magic happen when the final top coats. So I definitely need to make sure I get some of that. I like the Mr. Hobby right now, but the only issue I got with the Mr. Hobby, it's not as flexible as Testers was. If you put the Mr. Hobby sealer on a flexible plastic, it'll crack. That I found the hard way. Didn't have the issue with Testers. need to crack open my Serpentor and check it out. Been looking. Oh, I got the VHS. Oh, I'm gonna make a top 10 figure of the year. I was getting ready to mention next week I'm actually going to be on Customs, my Matthews channel, and he's got several guests he's had on going to be on there, and we're doing top fives. I'll do a top five there. What I'm going to do on his channel, I collect like Masterpiece Transformers, Marvel Legends, um, Mafex, etc., etc. I may pick out my favorites of those types of figures, favorite NECA, favorite. That way, make it a little easier on myself on that way. For top 10 figures of the year, I may break those up in categories like top 10 legends. Because when you start doing like apples and oranges, like we'll do a top 10 and be trying to, including the Masterpiece figures by Fans Toys, Masterpiece Transformers, they're going to kick everybody's ass except for like on the price category. They are very expensive. Gorgeous pieces. So I don't think it's fair to include everything in the same list. But yeah, I definitely think about doing a top 10. Still have so many things I haven't opened yet too, though. Which I think I haven't even opened it yet, but for my favorite Mafex has got to be, just looking at it in the packaging, is the Nightfall Batman. That thing is beautiful. I got defect in this ankle here. They got the joint in slightly crooked. It's so much better. Just by painting the laces, it looks proper. This one, one of the Power Girls I'm working on, just for the heck of it. I want to see if I could do it. Had one of these sitting in my fodder parts. It's a DCUC Power Girl. And I started chopping it up and modified it where I can use it on a Marvel Legends body. And what's even cooler, well, not really cooler, but equally as cool, inside is this rubber piece, friction piece that was meant for the ball joints. I was able to drill holes in it, the diameter of the top of the mushroom pegs for the spinnerette arms. So these work perfect. And where'd the, oh, didn't go. I dropped it. Oh, here it is. This is actually from McFarlane figure, double ball peg. I turned it upside down. Took my Dremel, dished out a spot there, and I have a ball peg. I've drilled out this head to fit, and we got a Marvel Legends torso and head for Power Girl. Will the She-Hulk have double jointed arms? Yes, sir. I'm using Foosh articulated red arms. Double jointed elbows. These scale wise, I think look wise, scale, proportions, they're muscular. They look good on the She-Hulk. I thought about using the WWE China arms, which I was going. That would mean I have to get other base figures. I happen to remember I got some of these, and they're going to work fine. Let's get the. Do a little bit of touch up. Thank you, sir. And, yeah, going to touch up a spot on that big there. I didn't mess up on that one. Just a little spot up here. I need to touch up. Mm. Mm. No, sir. I don't like it. I keep looking at that defect on that boot. It's like, they got that hinge in crooked, and it's actually got a cut through here on the boot. It's like, man, Hasbro, y'all's quality control sucks. They don't have good coverage on the toe of the boot either. So a little touch up there. Green bleeding through. the other one that way too. The other one looks good. I'll go ahead and put some paint over top of it though for consistency, color match. Either it matted out afterwards, but sealed, then matte it, then semi-gloss. Good. All right, that's done there. Now to go over the pants with some zinc chromate. I had it in my hand. There we go. Same colors I used on the Abomination. Actually, I use these two colors on all my Joes too, like military green. It's quite a bit lighter color. I'm going to put my wax paper to the side for dry brushing so it don't blow out the white balance too much. Just the lightest amount of zinc chromate. Love how that picks up all the color detail, the sculpted details on the canvas textured material. Do the knee down afterwards. See, there's before. After. Udemus. Quite nice. Looks good. Since we're doing a showcase this weekend instead of the standard Whip It show, I'm gonna miss getting to talk to all the guys. But still, I think it's gonna be an awesome show. Me, Dom, and Nico. It's gonna be very cool. And if you haven't, and if you haven't already, what? Focus. What is going on? Is focused out of. Okay. Banners. If you haven't done so already, follow Villain Customs Nico on Instagram. Beautiful work. Top-notch customizer. All right, come on, camera. Focus on me. There we go. Get out of here, mouse, before I click you and get out of the stream and kill the stream. Yeah, I completely blew out the factory camo pattern. I definitely got to put another camo pattern back on, but I like the shading. Dilemma. Did I put some of the zinc? Oh, I don't know. Put the brush up before it's done anyway. I need to do the lower part of the legs. Hey, we got Don in the house. We got Nico. You're welcome, sir. I was ready to open the door. I have candy. Okay. Oh. I found dry brushing too works like I got older like big brushes that's fuzzy tip brushes works great for dry brushing. So repurposes the old brushes that used to for good brushes that are no longer good brushes for dry brushing. VHS Cyclops in the day. And I'll probably review it for the channel tomorrow. And afterwards, I'll be stripping off that shell shading off of that figure. And I'll be using the head from the old Jim Lee on the Bucky Cat body head too, because I'm not a fan of the head on that one, that new one. Looks like Conan O'Brien cosplaying as Cyclops. And I think Hasbro got their dimensions wrong too. It's supposed to be like a VHS collection inspired boxes. I don't know, man. Those boxes are awful big. They look more like Betamax. It's a shame that the Betamax didn't win the war between VHS and Betamax back in the day. It's a far superior format to VHS. News broadcasts used it forever because the quality was so much better and the tapes didn't wear out as easily as VHS. There is. They had a similar situation going on when Blu-ray first came out. Blu-ray and HD DVD, two formats competing with each other. Which I think this time around, I think the superior format won out. That looks good. Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm going to use to. Okay. Sam had strawberry cake for his birthday, and it was a cake. To use acetone to strip figures, Winsor Newton is what I usually use. Sometimes I use clear nail polish, which actually has acetone in it, which also works for small little spots. Oh, I'm sure they will. They like to get you twice, but twice, 3 times, 4 times, 20 times for the same character. Yep, Winsor Newton. I tell you, Ralph is magic with color matching. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I was pretty happy with how the touch up on the skin tones turned out on there. When it just that one was pretty good shape, but still had a little bit of black showing through. So since I already fixed the other one, I decided to go ahead and do that one as well. Question is, did Sam enjoy his strawberry cake? Or, sorry, did Sam enjoy the strawberry cake? Yeah, that's the question. Let's see, we can show color difference. Got a lot more depth to it now. I'll go back and add the camo back in. I'll do that later. We're going to move on to the next thing now. Get back to work. Set these to the side. All right. Take her back apart. The neck mod that Matthew came up with. Put a double ball peg in there. Adds so much more range of motion. Well, speaking of that, let's go ahead and just do that with She-Hulk. Thinking about it before we move on. Do her saw out. I always save these little ball joints when I cut these off. I can repurpose them later on. You just need a. It's not going to be too big. Yep, let's use a different one. Yep. Yeah, I'm working on the updating Sergeant Slaughter. And hey, Steven, how you doing? That's the one reason I bought these Eternals figures. I got them for like $4 a piece. I get them for parts. Well, man, Nick says that idea of using that ball joint. There's no peg to it. Yep, I think I'm just going to chance using the big one. A little bit deeper. Yeah, that's pretty much what that's the only thing they're good for is fodder. And not good fodder at that. They're some parts, necks, hands, heads. Eee. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's awful big. Let's give her a lot more range of movement. Have a head handy. Let's try one of these. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's. She can look up, down, side to side. So much better. Let's see. They want to come in and chat a little bit. Put the link in the there. That works out good. So while we're working on this, let's go ahead and do the arm mod.
Hey,
Well,
what's up? Oh,
not much. You know, all right.
I'm doing all right.
Just doing a little customizing. I've been doing it. Well, I've been doing it all week. Been inspired.
The chest mold for the custom black cat is coming in the mail.
Oh, cool.
Now I
Uh,
just need to get the black cat.
They were selling less than retail for a while there. To make these foosh arms work, I'm having to put O-rings in. The holes are too big right now. This.
So do you put O-rings in the chest or?
I'm embedding them into the show. Want to dish out a section and glue them in place there.
Because the way I did mine for Domino, which
Mm-hmm.
I took the arms apart. I glue more O-rings on there, and sanded it down again, and popped it back in, which fixed it a little bit, but it's still kind of.
This is the holes are so big. There's no way to, and the
Yeah.
stems are so small. There's no way to do it that way on these. They're.
I'm just not sure the way I did it works.
Oh yeah, I did that with my merged century. What you did?
Really?
I did it on the ankle. It was messed up. It was loose, so I put a O-ring around at the base of the mushroom peg.
Nice. With my fellow snake figure, my custom snake figure apart, because I don't know, there just something wasn't right. So I took it apart, and I ended up realizing that I'm gonna need a new torso. So after I got the new torso, I sculpted the things on there, the shoulder pads, and so it's better than just a shell.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
This time it's away from the peg.
Mm-hmm. It's coming together.
One question. I'm not sure if you took this particular torso apart, but is this supposed to feel like it's hindering the front?
What is that one?
It's the breaker.
Bone breaker? No. What is it?
From G.I. Joe.
Oh, the breaker torque. Oh, yeah. The butterfly joints are not the best on those G.I. Joe figures. A lot of them barely move.
Is there a way to fix that?
Not really. Just there's not enough clearance inside the torso. You have to basically reconstruct the joint. Like you'll be hollowing it out, and it's be a lot of work for very little payoff.
So just get used to it. Gotcha.
Yeah, Nico's like he's in an awesome work in progress sketch, and He said, yeah, the butterfly joints and drop down joints on Joe's are useless. I've actually had like some of them too. When you take the vest off the breakers, those are floppy.
Huh.
If they didn't put the friction tab inside of them.
Another thing I didn't realize is that when you mentioned that the spinnerette body is like is pretty much a whole new mold.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't either. I think something wrong. Mentioned that. I didn't catch it. Once I did, it's like, man, that's awesome. It's great for like a Miss Marvel and Power Girl.
Yeah.
They do thicker legs, and you can actually use those straight up on a Moonstone body without any modification. Well, only thing you have to do, the ball joints are smaller. I put the super glue and baking soda to thicken up the ball joints, so they'll won't pop off real easy.
I'm thinking of getting another copy of the 2-pack.
You can get her cheap off of eBay. I bought several, 2 or 3 of them off eBay for less than $20, shipped and tax and all.
Let me guess, because everyone wants the new Spider-Man.
Yep. Nobody wants to spinner it. Not nobody, but
I don't see any problem with the spinnerette.
no, it's just most people don't know or care about variants of Mary Jane, the character.
Well, I learned that they did a kind of renew your vows story. Because honestly, I think the better couple in Marvel is Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
There we go. O-ring installed. Pops in nice and secure.
So I was kind of surprised that they decided to do a kind of a what if story if they let them stay together.
They should have never screwed things up with Peter and Mary Jane. I don't like the fact they killed off their baby back in the 90s. That I like it. What Ifs, the What If book, She Didn't Die, Mayday Parker.
Yeah.
That was a great run. That's like the M2 universe. And she was a great character. I got her whole run.
Sometimes with these nice. Those like you're gonna have to match the reds.
The arms I'm using are the Articulated Icons arm packs in red. The Foosh Articulated, and last time I checked, they're on sale right now too. I got these on sale too. Plus, by using this, I want to have 6 different sets of hands I can use for her.
So you buy new arms and new accessories.
So you got different hands, and if you want to use the forearm pieces, guards too, and nice upgrade for She-Hulk. All it takes is these little tiny dish it out and glue in one of these tiny little O-rings.
Is the arms stiff?
What do you mean stiff?
Like they're they're not swaying back and forth when you shake the figure or anything like that.
Nope, not secure.
Nice.
Great range articulation. Or they're meant for like the Articulated Icons figures are like true 1/12 scale figures, so they're like 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
So these scale great for like a muscular female.
Right now I only bought one of those articulating ninjas.
These arm packs are, I think, currently like $11.99 right now. Well, at least they were when I saw last week. But yeah, that's perfection on that there.
Yeah.
I thought about using the China arms, WWE China arms, but then I'd have to like modify. I'd have basically have to buy another China because I want to use China for a Titana.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. On to the next project. I'm working on two. I gave her ball joint hips. I'm using the sockets from. Here we go. This is the socket from Enchantress, either Enchantress or what's her face, Madam Hydra. So they're green. Using the, I ended up cracking a Shriek lower torso.
Yeah.
Pulling out the ball joint T-bar, gluing it. And I modified the She-Hulk lower body. Get rid of the Y hips. I hate those Y hips. Good old fix-it sculpt.
I think what I might do once if I pick up the Black Hat figure,
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna ditch the upper torso for the new one that's coming in.
Well, the old torso's not bad. It is the Moonstone torso.
No, it's not bad, but one thing I'm thinking of doing is because I bought the one that was like I think the guy labeled it J3.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I'm sorry, just a second. What'd you say? I got the blow dryer heating part up of.
The chest piece I bought was the J3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And what I'm thinking of doing is kind of the collar up and replacing it with
the resin he uses is super hard. Just be careful when you mess with it. It's so hard it can be brittle.
It's hard and brittle.
It can be brittle, like if you're not careful with it. It's not going to snap on you, but when you're dremeling it and stuff like that, just cutting to it, just be mindful of that. So, but once you get them,
don't be too hasty on it.
Yeah, take your time. Be real gentle if you're cutting into it, because like the Power Girl, it came with it had like a big lip, like a flat piece underneath.
Uh-huh.
I reshaped it to look more. I was using basically with the Black Cat torso you got, like on the Black Cat figure. So use this like a template, then like shape around it. Just slowly dremel off those parts and put your curve in the back. That way you get your nice natural fit to the parts.
Yeah.
Where you can move and keep a natural, little more seamless movement when it's installed.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was thinking of doing is is cutting the back of the collar off, and or just kind of trim it up a bit, then sculpt fur around the collar.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know Hasbro released one like that a while ago, but then I'm not gonna lie, the new Black Cat looks good, but
Oh
I
yeah,
would prefer more the more comic accurate.
I wish they would just reissued it straight up instead of PC in it.
PC in it.
All they don't like doing cleavage no more.
Oh, that's true. They tried to do that with the Goblin Queen.
Oh yeah, and they got a lot of flack for that too.
Well,
As they
for,
should have, because it was supposed to be like a HasLab thing, and it's like you're not have to worry about releasing into stores.
it's kids aren't really gonna be buying anything online.
Not you're especially the price point they had that thing. It's like no
$350.
parent is going to pay $350 for that set for the kids. It was always meant for adults.
Marvel Legends is for basically adult collectors.
Now, yeah, they priced it out of buying them for kids. It was a blended line when I first started. It was for adults and kids, but now it's straight up adult collectors.
Yeah. Finally got the new Ghost Fighter figure. I'm not sure if I did that yet.
The retro card.
Yeah. And they keep reusing the same mold over and over.
Hasbro thinks female figures are all stick figures with no natural curvatation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This nice little tip when you're trying to glue stuff to a figure, and you don't want to try to sit there and hold it forever. I add a little bit of Instaset to the body.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Curve. It's one thing you can do too when you're working with styrene. You need to start working on the curved surface. Start dragging your fingernail, and it gets your curve. Just stick my hand in super glue.
All right, I'm back.
Where'd you go?
I had to go take care of business.
TCB.
Huh?
TCB.
Yep. On the need to know basis. And you don't need to know. All right. Yeah, I bought the figure, and honestly, for my first Ghost Rider figure, I like it.
Oh, it's a great piece. Just
the one thing I didn't like is that they reused, and I didn't realize this until I looked it up. This is a complete reuse of of Star-Lord.
oh yeah, that figure's been I've used that base body several times. It's Star Lord, the AIM soldiers, Ghost Rider.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yep, Spider-Man Noir.
Well, you know those things on the side of the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't like them because first of all he doesn't have that in the comics. So I decided to and I hated doing it, but I just felt like it had to be done.
Oh, I got no.
I sanded off the sides.
I don't have you on camera right now. I'm gluing.
Something. Well, yet the Spider-Verse link's not too shabby.
Let's see. Oh. You guys saw the new Spider-Verse Legend figures? Yeah, they're really cartoony looking ones. I'm not digging them. Yeah, no parents buying a $350 car. That's kids can't ride in. It's like, yeah, you can buy Power Wheels cheaper than that car. How much are Instaset and can it be used for all super glue types? Yeah, it's for all CA glue, and I can't remember how much it costs. I'm sure it's more than what I paid for last time. It's because the everything's gone up. Yeah, it's for all cyanoacrylate type glues.
They need to redo the Spider-Man 2099 figure.
Oh yeah, they needed to have 2099 on the new body. I hate when they did the retro card. They just reissued the straight up figure.
Like they have a new body now, and they decided, oh, we'll just release the old body with the same paint.
Cash grab.
So unfortunately, I had to pick it up because I didn't have one.
Yeah, it's the KO is just as nice.
Though my stupid stuff decided I'm gonna try and make some alterations and pop the legs off to see if I can get his leg higher. And now his leg. I try to fix the leg, and now it's all screwed up.
Yeah, it looks like they captured the art style of the Spider-Verse figures pretty well. Which it's kind of hoping they'd reissue the Miles in the shorts, so I could use those shorts and pants for zip zap from the outside or the strangers.
What do you think of the new things? The Marauders pack.
Oh, the 5-pack with the
Yeah.
Pretty Boy, Strife, and all that.
Yeah.
I'm getting it mainly just to get. I like the new head for Strife, but I'm not crazy about the lack of paint. And I need a Pretty Boy for the Reavers. This Vertigo is super disappointing on that old skinny female body. She should have been on. They have it. They have multiple versions of that body. They shown they have Spinneret's a completely new mold. They should have put her on that.
Yeah.
The paint job looks good. I like the paint job on her.
It's the paint job is new, but the head and the whole and the rest of the body isn't.
Yeah, it's
You can tell that the head is a copy of the Invisible Woman.
yeah, it's the black and blue Invisible Woman head.
Which I really don't have a problem with.
No, it's good. It's a
Good choice.
one of the best Invisible Woman heads they've done.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to pre-order the 2 3-packs of the new X-Men.
I'm passing on them right now.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. Though I did.
understand it, but I know people, X-Men fans are excited for them, and I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
I like their individual looks better. I know it's great for people wanting that the yellow and blue team, which they are great, really good looking figures, and they're all new bucks too. The new molds.
And new face paint.
Yep, the digital face printing, which is hit or miss though. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it looks like a nightmare. That human fly and the new retro lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Not lizard, scorpion. The face painting on those figures are awful.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I finish the lizard build figure or just get the retro one.
The what now?
The I have parts of the lizard build figure.
Oh, I like the Build-A-Figure better. Some people like that classic design too, though. But it's all preference.
I'm not really a fan of the head sculpt, but I think there's some customizers that can probably fix that.
Oh yeah, there's so much. You got so many options now with 3D printing.
Vertigo, what do you mean Invisible Woman with new suit?
Uh, the Vertigo figure, it's on the in that 5-pack. They're using the straight up the Invisible Woman's head, hair, and body part more or less.
Nico says I call her fodder.
Yeah, that definitely be fodder. I was like Robo from the Foosh has that segment now, like figure or fodder. Do we keep it as a figure or make it fodder?
and Sam says I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, sir.
Yeah, it's cool.
I was. It's hard to interpret sarcasm on when it's red.
Yeah, you can mainly just mainly the only way you can understand sarcasm is through tone of voice. It's pretty much impossible to well, it's almost impossible to interpret it through text.
Back on the days of I used to be on the TFW 2005 forums a lot for Transformers collectors.
Yeah.
And anytime you're put anything sarcastic with everybody, you put it in blue text. You can't really do that here.
Someone says, agree, lol, what figure are you customizing?
It is an Enchantress torso that I resculpted, and I'm making Electrocute from the Strangers.
I'll be right back.
Her. Come on, stick.
I'm back.
I'd like to cut that off. Yes. Go back a little higher.
Some says nice. What material are you using that white line material?
It is styrene strips. I love using styrene for stuff like this. I want a uniform shape to my costume details. You can buy it in different diameters, different shapes.
I'm surprised. I'm a little bit surprised that they don't spend a little bit extra to modify the molds that they already have. Like with the female torso that you have in your hands right now, which I think you said that was the
It was an enchantress that I
the
modified.
enchantress. She doesn't have a wall peg, but you're adding one.
Yep. Customs Matching's got a tutorial on how to do that.
Yeah.
And I just did it with She-Hulk a minute ago too.
Well, my question is, why hasn't Hasbro decided to go back to these previous molds that they've done that are really good and just update them? I mean, it's probably not going to take much time. Probably not that much money.
Well, I couldn't tell you what they. Well, they're doing it with Moonstone. Moonstone's getting an upgrade, or I would say upgrade. They're giving her new torso with new neck articulation, but their war against female bosoms continues. They're giving her a smaller bust size. So that's why I say upgrade. I don't know what their issue is with.
I don't know, trying to appease these supposed fans.
I don't know. People that don't buy their figures. It's not that I want the characters to be sexualized. I want the figures to look like their character designs in the comics.
Right.
People want to do it to throw up at like little straw hat arguments like, well, you just want a sexy figure because you're a perv. No, I want the character to look like they do in the comics. That's why I'm paying high dollars for these figures. I want
the quality I paid for.
And I want them to look like where they're supposed to look.
Remember when Hasbro said they can't retool their box, but Mattel and all others brands can?
Yeah, they can definitely retool their bucks. Hasbro tends to lie quite a bit. They've done it, and
I mean, it's probably cheaper to just retool what you already have than just make brand new ones.
I couldn't say 100% because not in the industry, but
I don't. That's just a bit of a guess.
Yeah.
No, they have Cyclops retool for cell shaded. and that new Cyclops. Yeah. I need to get that new Cyclops figure.
I just got it in the mail today.
The cell shaded one.
Yep, I just got it in the mail today.
Nice. I'm not really a big fan on the cell shading, so if I get mine, I'll probably try to remove it.
Yep. After I do the review, that's what's happening on mine.
Like, don't get me wrong, the cell shading does look cool sometimes.
If it's done well, they're not doing it well.
I still haven't picked up a Mystique figure, and it's probably $70 on Amazon, and for a used Mystique figure, probably 40 on eBay.
I don't know why they didn't use the better body on Mystique. You're paying the cell shaded ones or premium price figures, and why not use the arms with the figure with the double jointed arms, bicep rotation? But they used the same old butt. It was just a re-release of the Walgreens figure, with shell shading and a few extra accessories. So it's not the best piece.
I like the older head on Mystique. No, I think they probably could have tweaked it a bit. Nico says didn't have the budget to get the cell shaded Cyclops, and some responds agree. And Nico, that's why they need actual Marvel fans to work at Hasbro so they can explain things, not just business mindset.
Yeah, I wish they had to have more fans working for them.
Dan and the other two guys, they are actual fans of Marvel, right?
Yeah, they are, but the problem is, though, they don't have as much say as some of the corporate suits.
Who really don't care. They just want to make money.
Well, they won't listen to them a lot of times.
And that's why we don't have the Engines of Vengeance.
Yeah, they could have. That should never been priced that. It is insanely overpriced for $1 billion company wanting $350 for basically a Bratz car.
Honestly, I think the Helicharger would have been maybe 150.
They had 150, and it was licensed by Dodge, and actually being a Dodge Charger,
Yeah.
it would have backed in a heartbeat. Hell, they could have charged 200 for it and had all the tiers be the other Ghost Riders. Dan Ketch with his bike, they had Slade Wilson with his horse, Vengeance with his bike. And since we already got,
I mean, it was
since we already got
the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider, so you could have had nothing but Ghost Riders.
Yeah.
In the campaign.
And that never even crossed their mind to have the tiers be Ghost Riders.
Someone else also said why not put Robbie Reyes' little brother in it too.
Yep.
Could have.
That should have been the bonus figure.
Why not his little brother?
Yep. The early bird stuff instead of like a human form Robbie Reyes. It's like, why would you not just give Robbie Reyes the head and parts that make him into the human from the get go? If you're making the car turn into a the street version of the car.
I guess I can kind of understand why they made two figures of Robbie Reyes, one human, one as the Ghost Rider. It was because the even though they're the same figure, they had different paint apps.
But still, not a good bonus though.
No, it wasn't a good bonus. And if anything, it should have just been with the.
Oh yeah, by default, it should have came with it, been part of the package deal. That was never a good idea to make, especially when the selling point of the car is you have it in street mode and powered up mode.
Which I get that everyone said, just give us the Robbie Reyes head, and that's also true. But the whole different figure would probably would help the value of the price. Not by much, but still.
I agree with Nico. That's why they need actual Marvel fans to work at Hasbro so they can explain things and not business mindset. Absolutely. $40 for a cell sheet Cyclops, but I have my custom Vulcan Cyclops for now. The Cyclops Nico made out of Vulcan blows the one we're getting out of the water. He took a Vulcan and gave it a diaphragm joint, which is phenomenal work.
I get why they added Mephisto,
which has no relation to the character Robbie Reyes.
No, but it does have relation to the Ghost Riders.
Right.
So it was both
that whole nonsense too, though. They were saying, well, we can't release Mephisto at retail because he's the devil. I was at the local Walmart, and they had Sabak from McFarlane Toys on the shelf. And if you don't know what Sabak looks like, I'll show.
I guess it looks like a demon.
He has a pentagram on his chest.
So yeah, if McFarlane could do it, then so can Hasbro.
Sitting on the shelf at retail Walmart, and he's a devil-looking character with a pentagram on his chest. They're like, I can't release the Mephisto because he looks like the devil.
Well, Mephisto doesn't even have the.
He looks like a red vampire. He don't look like the devil.
No, he doesn't.
They could totally release Mephisto at retail.
And any parent that doesn't know comics, all they're gonna see is the guy with the bad sunburn.
Yeah. Well, most parents know what a vampire is, and that's what he looks like. He looks like a red vampire.
That too.
They have Ghost Rider, which is a flaming skulled character. That's okay.
Says, I did the math. 3 figures, probably 25 and 35 for Mephisto. That's 110. So Hasbro is telling us the vehicle is worth 240. Well, nowadays each figure is like $25.
Well, they were considered Mephisto as a deluxe,
Right.
and now,
Is
well,
it
look at the insane pricing they put on the Ronin figure. It's just went up for Amazon exclusive, $38.99.
the way that Hasbro price things? I think if they released Mephisto on his own, they probably would have had him either 30 or $40.
Yeah, at the minimum
That's
40
my
bucks.
guess anyway.
He'd probably be priced around the same as Ronin, about $38.99. Hell, Ronin's just on the Colossus body with a new upper torso and some armor bits, and that was a retail figure not too long ago. Now it's considered a deluxe release.
Nico says that vehicle is not worth that much, even though it has a top, middle, and a bottom.
Yeah. That interview did not age well for them.
I wonder what their superiors said to the guy after the interview. Like, so all you can say is that the car has a top and a middle and a bottom.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. Well, it's got a top, middle, and a bottom. Yeah, so does everything.
So does everything, and so does every other figure that's been made on this planet. You can't tell me that a car that has barely any electronics.
Oh, it's their most advanced electronics ever, man.
Huh?
They said it was their most advanced electronics ever.
Oh yeah, the the blinker lights work. What's Ghost Rider gonna do? Signal what train's gonna make? But jokes aside, Hasbro thought they can get away. Well, the upper heads of Hasbro thought they can get away with that.
Yeah,
we just kind of proved them wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm redoing this armor pieces. Not happy with it. Don't be when you work customizing. Don't be afraid to mess up, or if you're not happy with something, start over. That was going to be a compromise. I wasn't happy with it, so start over.
Articulate Ninja. He posted a video showing that the RC car, I think, was from McFarland.
No, it's Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. What was that? Like $50?
It was $100.
$100?
Yep.
Well, that's not bad.
Nope, and it lights up. It's got RC and
it's got a top in the middle and a bottom.
what's the?
They're not gonna let that down.
No, that vehicle's not worth that much, even though it does have top, middle, bottom. Kidding aside, I do feel sorry for the three because they probably really wanted to release the HasLab set, but their overlords put a overprice on it. Yes, they did. That wasn't their price.
Yeah,
I was watching three POA podcast, which Bobby Val is on that. He used to work for. He's the owner and designer of like Action Force, Valiverse Action Force figures, and he worked for Hasbro. And he was mentioning the dude that's like more than likely the one that screwed everything up, like the suit in charge.
So you pretty much said, look, everyone, it's not the developer's fault. It's this guy right here.
Yep.
Exactly. One thing a couple of things that I missed out on was the Galactus and the Sentinel.
I was easily
No.
I easily passed on the Sentinel because I was happy with my Marvel Universe ones. Just, to me, I thought that I didn't need a Sentinel that big, and shit, I didn't need a Sentinel that big. If I got it, it'd be a master mold, and I don't really care to have a master mold.
Though those, it's probably a good thing I missed out on those two.
The Galactus, though, is amazing. I'm a huge Cosmics fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Cosmic side of Marvel, so that was a must get for me. And much better. This is a little smaller diameter. It's round. I like it better. I actually used the wrong one by accident. First time around.
Everyone's probably already predicting what the next HasLab's going to be.
It's got a top, middle, and a bottom.
That's for sure.
Well, I've been on here for 2 hours. Don't feel like it.
It's not really 2 hours, like an hour and 55 minutes.
That's close enough to say 2 hours.
Yeah. It felt like HasLab's incident was like watching three inventors trying to advertise something that they would know for a fact won't work, but they have to do it anyway, or they're getting fired.
Pretty much, it's their job to promote that thing. And they were getting a little flustered though. Some of those interviews at the end. I know that's nothing they could do to change anything.
Well, they probably knew what questions everyone's going to ask.
Yeah.
Why did you overprice this?
Yeah, they were trying to justify the price, saying, "Oh, this has got just as much work as Galactus and the."
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a car.
It's a car. I mean,
it's a toy car.
I mean, it's a good thing that they oversized it a bit, so the figures can get in. It's a good thing that they added lights to it. So that part's functional.
I'd be curious to see what how Ramen Toys is their Spirit of Halloween 2022 works out.
Yeah,
that's their version of the Charger, which is kind of neat with her. I understand why they're doing it, but it bugs me a little. Since it's a unlicensed vehicle, similarly if like Hasbro had to like change up their car not to be a Charger. The Spirit of Halloween, the body of the car is a 68 to 70. The front grille is 71 to 72.
Right.
That's why they're skating like the copyright issue, the trademark issues. Much better. I like this so much better.
So, what do you think of the new reveals that they've posted?
They're not bad. I'm interested in that puff adder wave. I want to get some extra puff adder parts. So, finally, they reusing the Caliban body.
I was hoping at some point that they reveal a new Rogue figure. They did, but it wasn't the Rogue figure I was hoping for. The one I was hoping for was for Punk Rogue.
The Outback during the Outback storyline, she had so many different looks. They were never going to make everybody happy with that one. They were fighting a losing battle there from the start.
I need to pick up the books for Outback.
But
So,
biggest disappointment of that figure though is the hair. Rogue had this insanely in the comics. There's no way to actually have that kind of hair. It's like skunk tail looking hairdo.
yeah. Sometime Wong says the vehicle may have been justified if it was die-cast and had real glass, remote controlled, and bonus maybe transform.
Well, you can get a really nice 112 scale, real licensed Dodge Charger. It does 40 miles an hour for $50 less than what they were charging. And I looked it up. It's a beautiful piece. It's a licensed Dodge product, and it does 40 miles an hour.
Does the doors open?
The doors didn't open, but it's a beautiful car.
I'm kind of wondering if I can 3D print the car and put it together.
There's a guy doing that. I can't remember his name off, but he sent one to Kit Bash Customs on Instagram, and the guys making them sent one to him.
Nice.
One of the kits.
A 3D printer, a 3D developer, or his name is 3D Render Boy. He did a few vehicle 3D printable vehicles, and his latest one is the ATST.
That sounds cool.
And he had someone put it together and show that the figures do fit, and it has all the detail on it. Then Hasbro released their version of the ATSC, and it's smaller than what the guy made.
RR55. You want to see J Toys Street Fighter line? Yes, I have. Those look great. And with Jada Toys is a toy. Their primary thing is making toy cars. Somebody needs to talk to them making vehicles since they're getting the 112 scale action figures. They should make vehicles, and that should be second nature to them.
Nico says those will probably kill my budget.
Yeah. It's like I was thinking like the Step Brothers. Like did we just become best friends? Did I just start collecting a new line? Yep. Oh, I did see the Marvel Select Red Hulk. I had it on pre-order at Amazon. They canceled my pre-order.
I did a pre-order of the new Iron Man Extremis armor, but and the reason for that is because I think once that figure comes out, everyone's probably going to be going after it.
Yeah, it's nice. The new cap looks good too. The Ultimate Cap.
Yeah.
It's a diaphragm joint instead of ab crunch.
What are your thoughts on the Mojo 3-pack?
Well, they priced it as a 4-pack with that stupid pack-in figurine. So that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not calling that as a figure. That's a chibi statue.
And it's not even the right scale to be an X baby. So there's that too.
I think I'd rather get the 3-pack than the figures separately, because I don't think they're ever gonna re-release the Dazzler.
The Dazzler on the Shriek body.
Yeah. I didn't realize that she was on the Shriek body though.
Yep. They got a retro card at Dazzler that looked Dazzler on a the older female body.
I keep telling myself that at some point I'm going to pick it up, but I haven't yet. Nico says, "Is it just me, or is the extremist armor look thinner than it should be?"
Well, that's a good question. It's better than the last one. The last Extremes armor was tiny. It's true 1/12 scale, and it sucked because it did not have enough room for a human being to be in that armor. Nope. Street Fighter line with only $25 each, and Bison comes with his cape with wires. Also, comes with 4 bendy wire limbs. Yeah, and there's my sister, and that means we got family.
Family.
Let's see. A little bit sanding.
Yeah, thankfully the extremist Iron Man, he doesn't come out till next year in May, so I got time.
It's it's part of the Puff Adder wave.
I'm not sure if I'm going to complete the wave, because I don't have that much knowledge in the what's that team called?
Oh, the Serpent Society.
Yes, the Serpent Society. I know that Viper, aka Madam Hydra, she was in it, but that's about it.
Changing out my bits.
I mean, if I learned more about the Serpent Society, I probably would have been more inclined to pick it up.
The Puff Fodder bath. Yeah, that's what I consider it. It's like I'm gonna try to get every bit I can.
What's the rest of the wave of the of that figure?
Well, you got the Safari Jacket Wonder Man, the U.S. The Ultimate Captain America.
Not sure if I'm going to get him, but it doesn't.
Orb. Yep. On the Bucky Cat body, which they said they weren't going to use no more.
They say that, but they're still doing it.
Oh, they got one of the interviews that we got brought up, and they got super defensive about it.
What they say? You
Oh,
remember?
they basically backtrack.
So they tried to change the subject. I heard someone ask Jabba if Jada. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. If if they will make a 1/12 scale vehicles, he said it's going to be a hard sell. Very niching, still more than likely not. Uh, the only toy company that I would know that is doing vehicles is McFarlane Toys. And I'm kind of surprised that Hasbro isn't like, well, McFarlane's is doing something that people like. Why don't we follow his lead? Though I'm not sure that's probably a good idea. What's the name of the paint that they get the skin tone?
I use testers mainly, but once that runs out, I'm out. I'll have to switch to somebody else. Citadel makes good skin tones too, though.
Who?
Citadel.
Sentinel?
Citadel.
Citadel?
Like a fortress citadel.
Oh, Citadel.
Yeah. Citadel.
Cause yeah, I just put together my Typhoid Mary. I used the same torso, but from the rabbit figure.
White Rabbit.
Yeah, White Rabbit. One of her legs was so gummy that she wouldn't even stand. They're like, okay, you're fodder now. So I might. Honestly, I don't think I need to repaint the torso since it looks like it matched the skin tones a bit. Name withheld says Hasbro will backtrack and use the Bucky Cat body, but not the Captain Marvel Rogue body.
Well, they're retooling the Rogue body with the new Miss Marvel. I mean, Moonstone. To get rid of the make it less curvy.
Which, in my opinion, they really shouldn't do. They're not making smart. They haven't been making smart decisions lately.
No.
And I don't think it's the trio's and I doubt it's the trio's fault.
No, it's definitely not their fault.
They know. I'm pretty sure that they know what binders to use, but their bosses are like, no, don't use that body. Use this one.
They won't let them retire anything like they want to.
They're actually for the fans.
I bet they probably got when they said they were retiring the Bucky Cap, they probably got fussed at.
You're not retiring. That's our moneymaker. Really? Are you sure about that?
It's like the same way they keep reusing the Hyperion mold when they got better bodies.
Do you think that they're gonna release Robbie Reyes anyway without the car?
I was expecting them to do it anyway on the Ghost Rider Retro card. They already said that they got the artwork. Once they make the cards, they'll do more retro cards. Once they pay for that packaging. Oh, the basketball line, that's gonna fail.
I'm not. I'm gonna pass on that on the basketball line. I'm not much of a sports fan.
Someone will make. I heard someone ask Jade if they'll make one to a scale. And they said that it's going to be hard sell, very niche, so more than likely not. Yeah, it's Hasbro will backtrack and use the Bucky Cat body, but not use the Captain Marvel Rogue body. And thoughts on the basketball line? Any of us feel it's going to get it? $50 a pop US? No. And I don't see stores carrying them because they're too expensive to put on the shelf for something like that.
Something like that.
It's just you're like $50 for an action figure. It's like it's hard sell for a retail chain, like for something that size. If it's like a big deluxe thing, that's a little different. But I just don't see the line doing well. Plus, not a good way to start the line too. Like do the greats, do like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal. You want to start the line, start with, when you think of basketball, that's who you think of, Larry Bird and all those like classic great athletes.
Nico says, but what if it's a NFL line?
Same thing. You need like make sure you pick the right people, not all new players. Bo Jackson, he would be a good one. I'm not a sports fan myself either, so that nixes me from like even caring about a doll. I would have probably picked up a Shaquille or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. But
one thing
even though I'm not a fan, I know who they are.
Yeah. Sometime Wong says they reuse Bucky and those stick FEMA fakes because they think it will save the money, but if we won't buy them, they just lost money. That's true, but they continue to
All
use
that's hurting
those.
right now is the retail stores. We don't. Once they get their money from the retail chains, they don't care.
Yeah. But they keep using those bucks on figures that everyone knows and loves. So it still entices us to pick them up, and and they know what they're doing on that.
Much happier this time.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now repeat it again.
I had hope for the NBA line until the price was displayed. I would spend $50 only if they had 2-packs. Were they offering $50 for the NBA line?
Oh yeah, they're $50 pop.
That's not right.
Well, they got to pay all the licensing fees.
Oh.
They made sure to go through and get license fees, licensing rights for Nike and all of the different players.
Yeah.
So it's an expensive line.
Hasbro being overpriced. Yeah, Hasbro is being overpriced. But I think that's due to inflation.
No,
partially.
That's greed. It's mostly greed.
And
McFarlane has not raised his prices. Bobby Valla.
That's true. I didn't realize that at first.
Bobby Valla, Action Force. He's not raising his prices, and he has smaller production runs. He's a small company. and he's right. Everybody complained about the Action Force too expensive. Right now, they're cheaper than the deluxe Joes. Like Sergeant Slaughter was $33, $32.99, $33.99. An Action Force figure is 31. Their regular release Action Force figures are $31.99. That's for characters. Their troop builders are $21.99, $10 cheaper.
Yeah.
They don't. They come with all the assortment hands, a gun, and no gear, and 2 heads. But the main ones are $31.99. And people were complaining they were too expensive. Now the G.I. Joes are right there with them. So can't really say they're too expensive now.
That Madam Hydra figure was a big pass for me. Old buck and wonky head. The head isn't really that bad.
It's poorly painted.
Other than that,
So they didn't paint the eyes correctly. So it makes it look wonky.
and Nico says Madam fodder.
Yeah. Which I used the old Hydra's, Madam Hydra's torso, upper torso, siren legs, and give her like a paint job. Made a good look and redid her eyes. So made a decent looking figure.
I think I might get another Shriek and try to paint the whole thing. Though that feels like it's gonna be a lot of work because I haven't painted the whole figure. I mostly do like corrections and stuff on it.
Sweet, that's gonna look good.
I have this old Tony Stark head that I want to put on a on a silver body, but I didn't. But I'm not sure if I should just use a suit body, which I don't have, or get like a second J. Jonah body and customize that.
I hate I missed out on the Walgreens sale. They had the Walgreens exclusives on sale on their website for like $6.49. And the only time I got there, the only thing they had left was the Baron Zemo, which is on the bucket cap with new arms.
Which I still don't understand why they didn't use those double jointed arms for Doctor Strange, because the arms he has right now isn't that bad, but it would have been better if he had double jointed arms. Right now, I'm just happy that I replaced his cape and sash. Man looks more dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Hasbro's got a Hasbro. And why they decided to glue that cape on when they've used that same cape and not been glued on?
Well, you can kind of look at the bright side. Is that once you cut the cape off, yes, it needs a hole in the chest, but that gives you an opportunity to cover that piece up, to put a magnet in it. Which one thing I didn't realize until I got the cape is that the 112 props site, they actually provide a magnet for the Eye of Agamotto, so you can glue that magnet in for Doctor Strange.
Cool.
And you even have a tutorial on how to put it together. No, instead of using their magnet, I used the magnets I bought
Mm-hmm.
and used that instead. Thinking, oh, the magnet I got is a little bit bigger and is probably a little bit stronger too. But what I didn't realize was that it felt like his the Ayamoto is a little bit further down on the chest, and I'm not sure if I'm able to pull the magnet back out and try again with it. Though I don't think I want to try. Quinn Comics says at Collector Express. Greetings from your friendly neighborhood comic shop. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great. Great to hear from you, man. Oh, and we got Modesto. We got to do this right quick. Yeah.
Family, family, family.
Why did you make me do this?
Yeah, doing good, man. Just kicking out some more Ultraverse customs, and like, got to keep it alive somehow. I probably get more love than about anybody. And how you doing, my friend? Good to greeting for you, your friendly neighborhood comic book shop. How you? Oh, we hit twice. Monster Force.
Monster Force. I think he's mentioning that new line
Uh,
where it's like a monster task force.
oh, the Big Bad Toy Store Force. Yeah. They look cool. I don't have no connection to it, but they look cool as all get out.
Quinn Comics says at Collector Express, gotta say I have always loved your custom work. I have been doing well, thanks. Oh.
Well, I'm glad you were in here.
I was just saying, why am I on screen?
Yeah, I was glad you're on here. I hit the stupid back button on the mouse. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to hear from you, and thank you. Back on the days of the foosh.
Days of the Foosh.
The forum.
Oh.
Quinn's awesome.
I think once I finally get a new Spinnerhead figure, I'm gonna use the one I already have as fodder.
Figure of fodder.
Which I don't want to do because I feel like I'm just taking it apart. So that's why I am doing. But you're building something new out of it.
That's right, the old Mighty Collector days. Yeah.
Huh?
I was replying to Quinn Comics. Mighty Collector.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry, I got mixed up on which forums, which I don't go to forums anymore. I hardly. Last forum I kind of hang on to a little bit is the Transformers forums, and I go there every so often. Hey, if you want to, Quinn, you can jump on here and chat with us. Say the word. I'll shoot the link on the end of the chat.
So, is there a figure that they haven't released that you're hoping that they would?
The UFOs. I've been wanting the UFOs forever.
I want to get that new Spider-Man 5-pack. But that's gonna be like, what did Amazon say? $137.
The what now?
The new Spider-Man 5-pack.
Oh, with the human fly and all that stuff.
Yeah.
$127.99, I think.
I'm running out of room. I need a new shelf.
Oh, we stayed in the shop. If anybody else wants to jump in, hang out, you're more than welcome. The chat's there. And yeah, definitely. We have to do it sometime on the stream, Quinn. What time is it there at your shop? So you're in Texas, or are you not? It's Matt. Matt would tell us that he stops by your shop every so often on Geek Fusion TV. Okay, we got.
I've drawn this my character multiple times, trying to get the perspective and the pose right.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it gets a little bit, I don't want to say annoying.
Oh yeah. Perspective is tough cookie.
Yes, it is.
Todd Todd wants you to deal with that every time on his figures, since none of them are in scale for one another. It's all about perspective.
Which I think I have it this time.
There we go. We got the costume
Nice.
piping done. A little bit of finish sanding on it.
One thing I'm kind of surprised that Hasbro doesn't do is that I'm surprised they don't hire customizers.
Well, they do hire like some customizer pros work on their digital like the guys work on the digital sculpts. They're customizers too.
Really?
They actually they're in the legendary swap. The legendary figure swap deal. Like some of the guys are pro toy designers. One or two of them have seen it.
Nice.
I was going to do that, but I missed the deadline to sign up because I was in the hospital.
Wait, what was this again?
It's this right now. It's the Secret Santa's figure swap. It's going on right now. The legendary figure swap.
Yeah.
And okay. There's one or two of the guys that's doing that are pros. Oh,
I have a question. Does this collar look asymmetrical to you?
it's not bad. A little bit of finish sanding. I think you can straighten it out.
All right, and I think I might have to sand this this side too a bit to because it looks uneven towards this side.
Fix It sands really well. Oh, Nico just got his figure from the figure swap in the day. Sweet. What'd you get? What kind of character did you get?
Nico says right side on chest is slanted a bit. So,
Are you talking about mine or his?
I think he's talking about mine. So you're talking about right side. Let's see the camera.
Okay.
So you're talking like this side right here?
You're out of focus right now.
Crap.
Ooh, badass black armor Odin. Have you put it on your Instagram yet? I'd love to see a picture of that.
Come on.
That's not one to cooperate with you.
What if I... Are you kidding me?
It's focusing on your page.
Yeah, I don't need to focus somewhere. Hold on.
I'd that's still not wanting to focus.
Huh.
Put your hand always in front of your camera. Block it out. Yeah, the lapel on that one side is a little high, angled a little bit.
What if I... Oh, crap.
There you go. Now it's in focus. Yeah, the shoulder pad, one side V's up a little bit more.
Right here?
Yep. On the bottom. You see the bottom near the neck piece?
Yeah.
It's V'ing up a little more on the other side.
And what about the shoulder pads?
The collar piece is high on the left side.
Right here?
Yep. The around the neck opening.
Gotcha.
And you got a little bit of a bulge on the right side top pad.
Yeah, I see that now. It's right here.
Yep.
But the back seems alright.
Hmm?
The back of it seems alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the page I'm working on. Well, it's not a page, it's a cover.
Cool.
Alright, now to turn my camera off again. Nico says that after work, I'll play with it and take pictures.
I hate to hear that they're not going to continue with Henry Cavill as Superman. I understand rebooting the DCEU, but you don't have to get rid of probably one of the best castings for Superman out there.
He is one of the best Supermans.
They're bringing back Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa's going to be Lobo. He's not going to be Aquaman, but I just don't see anybody else doing justice out there in Hollywood for Superman right now.
I think Jason Momoa is a better choice for Lobo.
I've been saying that from the very get-go. I never understood him being Aquaman ever. Hey, what's up, man?
I think they're trying to make Aquaman more edgier.
It just made no sense whatsoever to do Jason Momoa as Aquaman, which he plays the character like Lobo.
Yeah.
Comic book pro that used to work on Green Lantern. Was it Ethan Van Sciver?
Yeah.
He was talking about before he left DC, they was going to give him like a Aquaman. They said is after the DCEU, and they said we want to make you more edgy like Lobo. And it's like, all right, then just do a Lobo book.
EVS is a cool guy.
But,
I got a chance to be on Well, I was on a stream and a couple times he popped up. I wanted to say I wanted to say hey, but I froze.
Yeah, it happens.
I liked his run on Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, his artwork on Green Lantern was outstanding. Yeah, I just don't know see where they're going to go with the DCU. If they said they want to go with a younger Superman.
Yeah, they said he wanted to go with a younger Superman, but I think it probably would be a smarter choice to keep Henry Cavill as Superman, or maybe do like those flashbacks thing.
I just don't see a need to get recast.
But
No, is no longer going to be Wonder Woman 2.
I don't know. But one thing that I'm pretty sure everyone's hoping that he doesn't keep is
Oh, Ezra Miller's
Ezra
done.
Miller.
He's already done. He's not coming back. After he's going to finish his contract out with promoting Flashpoint, and they're not going to work with him anymore.
After that, they should have kicked his ass to the curb.
I never thought he was a good choice from the get-go. It was like
He wasn't.
he's too dorky for Barry Allen.
I don't really like how he played Barry Allen.
No, you know, it'd be really cool if they finally get an actor that looks like Barry Allen.
Yeah, but
Grant Gustin's done a good job on the TV series.
yeah.
And TV series has gotten to be terrible, but he's played a good Flash.
I was actually kind of hoping that they would somehow put him as their Flash, because he despite him not being blonde as the original as Barry Allen is, he is a good actor and a good choice for the Flash, in my opinion. I don't know what everyone else thinks.
Busy day. I crashed when I got home. Oh no, man! I hope you're okay. That sucks. Oh yeah, Momoa his attitude and way he portrays the character definitely would have made a good Namor.
He would have had to cut his hair though.
Oh, they've actually had Namor with long hair before.
Really?
In the comics. Henry Cavill should be Captain Britain in the MCU. I understand people wanting him to be Captain Britain, but I think he would be a better Wonder Man. He looks the part. Wonder Man looks like Superman already too, and I think he would be an excellent choice for Wonder Man.
Isn't Wonder Man supposed to be like their version of Superman?
Not really. He's a completely different power set. He's got super strength, but he's like ionic powers type thing. But he was similar to Superman, but
Right.
not. But I think he would make an excellent Wonder Man, though.
Box of Canon says crash equals took a nap.
Oh, sorry. I thought when you said you crashed, you got. My bad. I was like, well,
that's an easy mistake.
Another friend of mine was in a vehicle accident today, so that's what was already in my mind.
But yeah, when the Flash series started, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But when they got to like, I don't know what season they're on now. I think it was the seasons where they started meeting Godspeed.
I quit watching uh, several seasons.
I kind of stopped watching after that. Boxer Can says, "I'm sorry to hear that. Is he okay?"
He's shook up a bit, and but physically, I think he's fine. But yeah, it's never fun having an auto accident. Very stressful, especially when it's not your fault and other people get hurt.
Name withheld says, "Capital as Wonder Man would be would be cool too." Only seen like a couple, only a few panels with Wonder Man, and honestly, Henry Cavill does look the part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Wonder Man's personality, so I'm not sure about that. I swear, every time I watch your streams, Collector Express, watch you make these figures, it looks like it was like your customs like came straight out of the box.
Well, that's my goal. I don't want it to look like a custom. I want it to look like a
An official figure.
yep. Here's a. I don't know if I ever showed this one off. I took the Peter Parker from the 2-pack, the MCU Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Toy another customizer on Instagram, McToyer, I think it's. He hooked me up with a ultimate Peter Parker head. I dremeled it out, fit it to the body. Of course, I did a paint job on the body too. I did a washes on the pants and the shirt and stuff. And I put the lower shirt part is an overlay over the torso, so I was able to take that off and dish out an area and put a magnet into the torso. So I'm using this as a Kevin Green before he transforms into Prime. I took like one of the symbiote tendrils, put a magnet in it, and
Nice.
looks like the goop is shooting down his body, getting ready to form Prime.
So I'm guessing you're gonna have him standing in front of Prime.
Yep. That indeed.
I want to get that 2-pack as well, but I'm not sure how much it costs on Amazon right now.
It's been going down in price. It's been on sales. If
Might get another one for customization too. Also,
I had no desire to own that set except for that Peter Parker.
what are you talking about, the Ned?
Yeah, I didn't have any desire to have the MCU figures, period, of Peter Parker.
I actually don't mind the MCU figures.
Oh, it's just I don't like the MCU Spider-Man. Never been fond of it.
With the MCU Spider-Man?
Yeah, nothing against Tom Holland. It's just I don't like Peter Parker being a kid. I
think the main reason why they keep bringing him back as a kid is because he was a kid in the comics.
For like 5 seconds in the comics.
For like 5 seconds in the comics. Yeah, and then we watched him grow up into a college student.
He wasn't a high schooler for a very short time in the comics. Then he went to college, and that was in the 60s. He was already in college. So why do they keep wanting to put him in high school? I don't know. Those things where you sit a tool down and you forget where you put it.
Yeah, Tom Holland, he played Peter Parker and Spider-Man pretty well, very well actually. And so did Toby and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I do want to get that 3-pack, but it's $100. It's way expensive.
Yeah. Plus, they don't come with their unmasked heads. That would be the whole point of getting that set.
And also, it feels like they're trying to cheat us with that Tom Holland Spider-Man saying, oh, it's a brand new figure. So I'm not even sure they even said that.
They painted his web lines for the first time on that figure. It's like they're acting like that's a selling feature. That what you should be doing on every Spider-Man figure.
We could do that ourselves.
It's like, I don't want to buy a kit. Oh, have a good one, sir. Be careful heading home. The Power Girl you're working on is looking good. Yeah, I got 2 Power Girls I'm working on. I got playing around with fodder parts, and it's like, ooh, I want to try something. I modified a DCUC torso, and I'll probably finish up the DCUC one first, using the DCU1 torso first, because I'm going to wait for the Moonstone parts for the other one. I want the Moonstone arms and lower torso. And
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what figure to use for Tony. What figure body to use for Tony Stark? Do you have any suggestions?
Comic book or
comic book.
I would get the young Nick Fury body. It's a little taller. Fits in with comic book figures better. It's one I use for John Wick. You just have to repaint the neck and use some different hands.
Box of Ken says, did the pack of heads I sent arrive?
Unfortunately, they didn't arrive yet. It said it was supposed to be here today, but it said like expected delivery on the 15th, and it showed on the 15th it was still in Maryland. So it's weird. Went from your place to Maryland, then it's going to go to my house. Probably go to Roanoke, then to my house.
I ordered a set of trading cards that I'm going to send out to the people who backed my book, and they're still under development. I hope I get them before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Because once I get them before Christmas, then I can start packing everything up and ship everything off the next day.
That'd be nice.
And then I can finally tell everyone, okay, you all are gonna get your stuff really soon. Now it's all up to the postal service.
Okay, I think the next part is done. I got.
That looks a lot better.
Come on, focus. Yeah, I don't. There we go. We got the double-edged piping going all the way around. This will be gold, and the costume is metallic green. Just a little bit of fine detail sanding on it to edge work.
I need to go on eBay real quick and save that skin tone paint. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, but I'm doing it right now. Citadel.
Mm-hmm. Kessel Flesh is a good one I use for Citadel. Here it is.
Paint.
There you go. You see it?
What was it again?
What are you doing?
Saying, hey,
Joseph Flush.
Oh, did you get it?
I think so.
There you go.
oh, yeah, he's left.
Citadel.
Yes,
Joseph Flush. All right.
yes, Citadel Kislev Flesh.
Yep.
Hey Jared,
Yeah.
if you wanna do some shading with it, Cadian's good to do. Like, so what I do with it is I'll do Cadian, and so you do Citadel the Kislev Flesh, and I'll take Cadian Flesh Tone, which is like a little bit darker, and you water it down and can use it to do like a wash.
Same here, Box Cannons. I don't know why they send stuff.
Found it.
I got these torsos from Canada, Metaverse. Was it Metaverse Customs?
No, I don't want to buy it right now.
And he's in Canada. You think shipping through the East Coast, it would come through the port in New York, or like the customs in New York. Went to California, then come over here.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
Unless it might be something to do. I think he might be based on the West Coast side of Canada.
They still should have sent it down through. I'd assume.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, what you doing with that Miss Marvel?
Which one?
The one to your right. Yeah, that Miss Marvel. What are you doing with that, Jared?
Nothing.
Oh. I needed that.
What? You don't need that.
I do need that.
Nico says your Hellboy is looking good.
Yeah, Box Cannons. He's making a kick-ass Hellboy.
Yo, did you see the Robbie Reyes, the easy Robbie Reyes build?
No.
You ready for this one? Shang-Chi movie, dye it black, paint the white on it, get a different head. You got a Robbie Reyes.
Well, you also have a Robbie Reyes when you get the new long shot. Same body.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, I'm trying to be for the ergonomic and cheap man, not the collector like me and you.
See.
Oh, you making what's her name? Your one character, right? You created.
I didn't create this one.
Our Ultraverse. My bad, man. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Electrocute.
Yeah, Electrocute. Now I was thinking about that one you showed me that you created. They look similar. You remember your female character?
No.
You showed me your artwork. Remember?
The whole group of characters I got.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like Electrocute.
I swore she did. Maybe I'm thinking something else. Or maybe you showed me Electrocute so much I'm just putting the two of them together.
Could be.
Oh, what do you think of them Spider-Verse figures, man?
If you like the cartoon style, it's fine. It's just I'm not really.
Not liking it.
The Spider-Gwen looks nice.
That's about the only one I want because I never got the original Spider-Gwen. She looks like she'd go in fine with my regular Marvel Legends because she's not like misproportioned.
I don't know. Some of those Spider-Man figures I might pass. I just don't think. Yeah.
You're still down into the redneck Italy.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm hanging, chilling, and enjoying life. But I saw you was on, and I had to jump on and say, "Hey."
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's what
someone wants to know, how do you put wash plus highlights on skin tone?
Who, me or Jared?
I put wash or highlight on skin tone. When I do a wash, I have this wonderful warm tint skin tone base for which is my precious, my precious. I'll water this down after I do like a base skin tone. If I want to do a wash for skin tones, I'll make my own wash out of this.
And then you can use, like I said, if you ain't Jared, the lucky mother chucker, you can use the Cadian flesh tone or Bugman's glow, either one. Bugman's glow is really reddish dark, so be very careful with that stuff. And if you don't know how to blend, don't use Bugman's glow. But if you want to make a decent wash, Cadian flesh tone will work. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you just use a darker flesh tone and some water.
Yeah, you can mix your own like washes too. If your paint depends on if your paint's water based or alcohol based,
Mm-hmm.
you can create your own washes.
Another thing I like.
Esters is super easy. It's water based, so I can just thin it down and apply as needed.
Yeah, same with Vallejos and Citadels.
And they're going to use that testers a bit more sparingly since they're out of business.
Now you can also do, instead of washes, base your figure. Like the way I do skin tones anymore, I'll base it in the warm tint. Then I'll dry brush. I got like a custom mix skin tone, which is pretty close.
So you're saying you'll dry brush the highlights?
Then I dry brush that over top.
Yeah. There's multiple tricks and tips you can use. At the end of the day, what works for Jared might not work for me. What works for me. Nice versa,
Okay.
So you gotta find stuff that you're comfortable.
I think that is pretty ready. A little bit of finished sanding, a little bit, and that torso is ready to go. Then I'll be painting it up.
Oh, hey Jared. So I got that the Venom. I got the fodder parts. Well, not fodder, I wouldn't say, but Randall gave me the Venom 3-pack. The leftovers, the other two.
Yeah.
What's her name? The female symbiote.
Agony.
Yeah, I'm
Agony?
thinking about. Should I keep her possibly to resell later, or should I? You think I should be able to use her for fodder with no worries?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm asking you as a friend.
I think you should just send it to me for free.
Look, bud. I'm gonna see you in like 2 months with a box of crap. I don't even want to hear it.
Well, until they exist in front of me, it doesn't exist. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Right now, the Marvel Legends 2-pack of Peter Parker and Ned Leeds is $40.
I mean, it shouldn't be $40. Nobody cares about Ned.
Well,
What did you do to
that's
Slaughter?
actually 40. That's actually a good price. $40. That's $20 figure. So that's like what the prices used to be. Seeing how that was a $50 set. Agony is just a shriek repaint. So yeah, if you can use it for like something that needs those lighter skin tones, use it for fodder. And Nico's like fodder symbiote. What brand are the paints you were talking about, Dagobi? Dagobi, your flesh tones you were talking about? Hello?
Are you there?
I don't know. Oh, he's come back twice.
Hey man, I'm on this terrible internet out here on this hotel, so you know.
Okay. Something Mama was asking, like, what brand was the flesh tones you were talking about?
I use Citadel. Like I said, it's the Citadel, Cadian, and then the Kislev that you use. The Kislev is the lighter flesh tone, and the Cadian's the darker. So, like Jared was saying, if you want to go with the darker flesh tone first and then do the highlights, you can lay down the Cadian and then put the Kislev over top of it. Or if you want to just do the washes, vice versa. but you have to water down the other one.
My Sarge?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing to him?
Detail. I had to fix the flesh that like he didn't have proper coverage over top of the black on around the traps and around
Yeah,
the
I
chest.
remember you saying that in your review of it. Yeah.
So I fixed that. I got a damn good color match.
Yeah, it looks really good, man. Yeah, you did a good job on that.
I want to fix the spider on my Spider-Man, but I'm too scared to remove the
you
thing
know
and
what?
try it.
God dang it, Jared! I got to go back and use high gloss on my crap.
Well, I'm actually going to dull it down. I want to dull it, then I'll hit a satin coat on it.
Oh no, man! It looks good. Like they used to make us have to make sure our boots was freaking high shine, man. So that brings back some good memories.
Well, it's going to still be shiny, but it's not super shiny.
But like I said, that's a high shine. Just saying, man.
Yeah.
I
got to go back and redo the camo pattern because I did a wash, dry brushes over top the pants to get some really nice detail.
Yeah, I got you. Yo, did you see the Tiger Force version that somebody made of him?
Yep, using the Outback.
Yeah, he said the torso's not as buff, but it still.
I did.
Nico says, I'm using boiling water and ice pick for stubborn parts.
Oh, yeah. Need to check. I need to get into like pricing all my stuff for February.
I can take them around.
Let me.
Thursday wasn't that far. We're gonna rip the car.
I swear, man, your room looks like a goddamn operating table.
It is. I need to get around to like pricing my stuff for February. It's going to be sneak up on us for too long.
Oh, crud! Yeah, I need to do that too. Shoot.
You can get. I tell you what, the easiest thing to do for labeling and stuff, just buy a cheap price gun off Amazon.
So now, where are you getting your prices from?
I go research like what they're selling for on like the market value on eBay and stuff. And
okay,
I'll end up like use that as a baseline. You can mark it down a little, keep it as is, or mark it down because you got to figure people's got to ask for a little higher on eBay because
you're shipping and everything, and
plus eBay's greedy. Their fees are awful. Like
so no wonder everything on eBay is so excuse my language, so fucking expensive.
Well, when I sold my custom Prime, they took $65 out of the final sale price.
That's ridiculous.
What?
Yep.
Hey, man, they got to take cut, man.
It's a big cut.
That is a big cut.
Okay, they want their slab, all right?
It's like, yeah, you sold your Prime, but we're gonna take $60 for a.
You spent 3 months making this. You put hard work into it, but we just let you post it on our online flea market, so we should get a huge chunk out of it.
Hey, Jared, somebody asked, Boxer Cannon said he's having a hell of a time getting the shoulders out of that saber-tooth torso.
Oh,
any advice?
Saber. Oh, the AOA saber-tooth.
You might have to crack that sucker.
Yeah, I think you got to crack that one.
Yeah.
It's got the solid shoulders. It don't have the butterfly joints, so you probably end up having to crack it.
There's actually a thing online that shows exactly, like, I use a pin vise to crack my torsos. You know, drill a little small hole and pop some in there. There's actually a tutorial that shows exactly where the things are. Well, those work too, Jared. Not everybody has those.
It's a snap ring pliers.
Oh, not everybody has those.
Well, they got Amazon.
You can listen to Jared, you can listen to me, people.
Me.
Jared's is more efficient. Mine's funner. Let's see what they're saying.
I gotta find some. I gotta find some websites that does t-shirts and hats.
Hey, Boxer.
I got a Teespring set up, and they're pretty easy to use.
Hey, Boxer Cannons. Have you already painted your saber tooth? Because it says in here you're worried about the paint coming off. I'll wait.
I'm afraid the hot water to melt something, but I have to get those shoulders out, or they will scratch the paint. Yeah, I'll pull it up here in a second. I can see what I'll put. Have it up on Instagram already. I can look at it and see what you're working with.
I'm thinking about changing that belt on the front of that thing, Jared. You know how Sarge's got those two like clips that come down the front instead of it's silver instead of a gold.
Yeah, they just reused the roadblock belt.
Yeah, I'm thinking about sanding that gold piece down and putting those two clips on the front. Like I got some really thin that styrene sheet. You know, that styrene you talk about.
That's gonna be difficult because it's a super soft stuff.
Is it?
Box Cans says I did a test to see how bad they rub.
I could just shave it, I guess.
Well, the AOA Sabertooth has got those super oversized arms. I remember that.
Yeah.
Those are the only figures got the. It's the Colossus body, the modern Colossus body, but with new lower legs and new arms. Those arms are super jacked.
I think I might get the Sabertooth body, well, the AOA Sabertooth body as well, but turn that into a more 616 Sabertooth.
God dang, Jared, that camera's nice, man.
Yep.
I was looking at how detailed your stuff is now. Jesus. Hey, whose face is that you used for that Sentry?
Sentry?
Is it? Why? It looks like Vulcan, man.
Maybe. Well, it predates Vulcan, so Vulcan looks like Sentry.
I guess so. Oh, that was your original Sentry figure?
Well, it's Toxin. I used the Toxin body since it's already red.
Okay.
Then I put washes and dry brush 2 shades of red over top of that. And I use the hair. What makes it look different is the hair. The hair is from the Death Metal Superman figure.
Yeah, I saw that. I could figure that. What do you use for the gauntlets?
Those are from Young Thor.
Okay. But yeah, man, if you look at that face and look at your Vulcan face, beside that one, they look similar.
They probably use the same head.
No, it's not the same. There's a difference in I think the jawline structure.
They're
different. The jawline's different.
There you go. Now they're in focus.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess I'm pulling from memory.
It's the eyes probably makes it like that, and they both got pouty lips.
Some says, what wash should I use for light colors like white, pink, yellow, orange?
For white, I like using blue, light blue. You can mix up some really light blue, thin it down, use that as like a wash. And I would suggest too, if you're going to do a wash over white, you want to put a sealer over your white first.
Yeah.
Because it'll absorb. If it's flat, it'll absorb every bit of that color.
Yeah, it'll suck straight into it, and it'll completely tint it. It won't be a wash.
Yep.
So for yellows, so here's the funky thing about yellows, man. So with yellow, I don't put a wash on my yellows. I normally put down a light orange, and then I'll go over it with a yellow, and that creates my effect.
mahogany.
There you go.
Also works good on yellows. And for pink, I got the barn red, which is actually like a pinkish color.
Yeah, teak works too. I think it's a teak.
The forget what color the teak is. Sure would like to have that blue.
Shut up, Jared. You're gonna get it in February. Or do you need it now?
Sure would like to have the blue. Because I'm working on a white character.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
so you think the young Nick Fury body would work
For a comic book Tony Stark? Yeah.
Can we send Jared that blue freaking paint next week again? And you write the address down, because last time I tried to send it, I wrote the address. They couldn't take it because my writing is terrible. And Jared apparently really needs this blue. She said yes, Jared. God dang it. She'll write it this time instead of me and my terrible man writing. Anything else you want besides the blue paint, Jared?
That'll do.
We're sending his whole box next week. You're gonna send him everything? That's an arm and a leg.
Is there a way I can update the face paint on the Stark figurehead?
Well,
just so you know, the figurehead I'm talking about is the one from the all new, all different Iron Man.
Why you think about that, Jared? Did you bribe my wife to get her to say that?
no.
She agreed to send you that whole goddamn box, man. Look, I ain't rich like that, homie.
I just want the blue paint.
I know. You don't, like I said, you don't con him to send you the whole guy. And I swear to God, if she says the whole box, you Jared will disown you.
Well, it's Christmas, you know.
Oh man, no, you didn't. Oh, you mother chucker.
Well,
You
it is.
dirty dog.
That's funny.
All right. God dang it. She said she got your back, and it is the season, so you know.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
To get goddamn a box of toys. Hey, make a deal with you, Jared. You get this box next week, man. You got to call me Santa Claus on the stream.
Well, and if she needs me to too in February, we can always just say we don't know him. He's not part of the group.
Oh, that's messed up, Diamond. That's terrible. Terrible. What'd you say? Did you say the pins? Well, y'all both fired, man. Both of y'all. I don't need y'all. Good job.
I can actually say this too. I've never seen this person in real life at all. And it's not a lie.
Oh, how's that Lord Pumpkin going? The one you doing some sculpting on?
Oh, the Lord Pumpkinhead. It's basically just got to finish painting it up now.
Oh, dude, that looks good.
I painted the inside of the eyes and stuff white, so I can do the lime green.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to do the base coat. Green is just it's pain in the ass colors. The light green's like the Tamiya.
Yeah.
I gotta find the color tone
Okay.
for this figure.
Sweet. See a Black Widow here.
Oh, Modesto. Hey. Hello, sir.
What's going on, guys?
Not much, just hanging out.
Yeah, I've been busy working, doing investigations.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing major, just, some of my tenants being stupid in the corporate building. They got drunk in their office space up until 7, and decided they wanted to hurdle over my $500 glass turnstile doorways.
How'd that work out for you, Modesto?
Well, they didn't break them, but they are getting their access revoked after 5 p.m.
Wait a minute.
Did I hear the whole box?
Who summoned Modesto?
What?
No, who summoned you? I didn't summon you.
I don't need your damn permission. Did I hear the whole box is being sent?
Yeah, that's what the wife said she gonna do, man.
Hey, you know, the boss says it's got to be sent. The boss says it's got to be sent.
Boss sent it. I ain't sending shit.
Oh, you can be in the doghouse.
I sanded off those things that they keep putting on Ghost Rider. Looks better.
Yeah,
The thing is now I need to try and match the paint on his pants.
yeah, the wings off the side of his legs. What are those called? It was like for like horseback riding and stuff like that back in the day.
The crop pants or something?
Those, I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were called, but I think they were originally for Star-Lord.
Yeah, I mean, like in real life, if there's a
It was
a style of pants for back in like way back when, for even older than us old folks.
Back when men were men and boys were boys.
Back when men wore wings on their pants.
Yep, I said men were men. God dang it, they were trying to fly high.
Oh, you're talking about equestrian breeches.
Is that what they're called? Really, equestrian?
Equestrian breeches. That's the old school term.
Oh, got a question. What do you guys think about the Naughty or Nice collection on BTS? Those Santa Claus, different types of Santa Clauses, I think.
Yeah, he's got like the polar bear or something on him. I've seen it. It's pretty cool looking, but I wouldn't buy it.
Okay.
Well, as much as I like y'all, Modesto, you can take it from here. You keep Jared and them in check. I'm on vacation.
And get the hell on.
The wife's working, and I'm out of town. So
yeah, you making an excuse. We didn't want you here anyway.
Man, I see how it is. Was it Carmen said, screw you guys, I'm going home.
No, you're not. You're in Florida.
Anyway, you guys take it easy, man. You know, if y'all need me, hit me up.
Wait a minute.
What? Family?
Are you going to wrestle that alligator tomorrow?
No.
Man, he's going croc rolling.
But I said family, god dang it. I don't care if it is or not Whip It Sunday, it's still a Whip It.
Oh.
Family.
See, y'all always got to be ready, Jared. Y'all always got to be ready. Hold on.
When I got a paintbrush in my hand, it's a little hard.
Let me read these real quick. Hold up. You got a comment? What y'all think about the Naughty? Okay, and then somebody said ruthless. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about me and Modesto.
There we go.
Oh, I guess he booted out again.
Is the
I think he left.
First coat of yellow.
That was good.
After not yellow, yellow green, whatever.
Sometime Young said yes, LOL. So I guess he was referring to the exchange.
There's an exchange right here. You gotta giveth, you taketh.
Yes. Once you give it, be prepared for more.
Oh.
So, in your opinion, before I put my solid snake figure together, do I need or paint it? Do I need to sand the joints?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. That's what I'm gonna be able to do with these shoulder arms. These need to be flesh tone. I'll be sanding those pegs down.
Okay. But how do I make sure that they aren't sanded too much? Because I can't use like a Sharpie or anything, because the legs I'm using are from Snake Eyes. I don't think I have a silver Sharpie or anything like that. Well, I do, but I think it's probably tapped out.
I just want to share something real quick. And Box of Cannon's Hellboy is working on.
Oh,
Cool sculpting,
Nice.
dude.
That is insane.
That texture, absolutely beautiful, dude. He's using-
Man, it's got the pitting and everything in it.
that looks great.
I wonder what sculpting. What is he using? Is that Aves?
It looks like a epoxy sculpt.
Yeah, it looks a little different because it's not. It's almost kind of see-through almost.
Regular Aves is like that. I use Fix It. He's using epoxy sculpt.
Okay.
I use both. I have both. I've used Fix It so long, it's like kind of my go-to, and I got a ton of it left. So, and it's so easy to work with, especially if you're doing smooth sculpting. If you're doing texture sculpting,
Boxing Can says is epoxy sculpt.
that's why I figured it's this stuff right here. I bet. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the stuff I got. That's the 2-part, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Part A, part B.
I use the 2-part, which it hardens like in 4 hours or so.
I usually leave it overnight just to be on the safe side before I go messing with it again.
Check this out. That head looks fantastic, dude. Oh, he's already painted it before he's modified the shoulders. That makes it tough.
Ooh.
Those shoulders are not the removable kind. So what I ended up doing, like with he's buried in here somewhere. With hard case, I ended up dyeing the parts. Like I dyed the torso before I even did anything. But you also too, before I dyed it, I dremeled as much as I could. I flexed the arm down as far as it could, and dremeled the top of those discs down.
Are you gonna sculpt the the
chest armor?
The chest armor? Looks like you already. No. Looks like you already have it.
Is that styrene or?
This is the template first. I gotta cut it. I'm gonna cut it out of styrene.
All right.
This is just the cardboard template. Well, postcard.
Yep. That's on point right there. That's really good there.
So I'll trace this pattern on styrene, cut it out, then I won't cut these out first. I made that mistake on a previous one I did, like for a different hard case I made.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't cut these before you heat it. I can trace the pattern down on them, but cut these out, then you got to put the layer underneath of it too. So
yeah, that's coming along very well. I can't wait to see the finished product.
So kind of like taking a break for working on the big buff dudes and start working on the female figures for a little bit. But the She-Hulk is actually looking really good. I like those foosh arms. So I have to go with those.
Yeah, when you were asking me earlier about it, I was like, I'm not sure because at first, but then you said it had like all the extra hands. I'm like, well, that sells it.
Plus, you can bend them all the way up too. Like you get the double those. Let me give me full screen. So you get the nice range, and they were pretty easy to mod too. I would have to like shave down the pegs on the shoulders of the WWE figures, plus pick up another Joni, like China figure.
Yeah.
These, I got a few sets of these already from when they were on sale.
It actually works out perfect.
And I like the big shoulders too.
Yeah.
So you can look at the big. Those are buff for female arms, and they're longer than a standard female arm too.
Yeah, about longer. It's got more girth to it as well. Definitely wider. Oh yeah.
The
I think
proportions
I might replace the. Oh,
they
sorry, go
actually
ahead.
look minimum too on this torso.
Yeah.
Where they're true 1/12 scale.
Yep.
And I'll have the
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do the Kunoichi next.
now they're doing this. I was surprised they brought back the ninjas altogether. Since they were focused on those skeletons. Of course, when they started to do skeletons, everybody's doing skeletons.
Oh yeah. Same thing again.
Do you think Fushi is going to go back to the feudal era?
Well, they already put some more back on their website. So as long as they got the molds, they'll probably keep releasing them every now and then. I did the ball joint mod too tonight on this one.
Oh, nice.
That way I get the nice range movement. Of course, I just stuck the power girl head on here just to show it off. So you can nice up, down, side to side. The only thing I put in that ball joint's a little big. I used one of the male Eternals figures ball joints.
Yeah.
So it bulges the neck out a little bit. So got a little bit of a Adam's apple now.
Oh God.
A little. Not bad.
But once you pop the head on it, it's completely hidden now. So
Yeah. And she doesn't have lollipops, so it's not like it's gonna be overly noticeable anyway.
I guess
Lollipop?
when the head yeah, it's ingrained. It's ingrained to me from Anthony's Customs, like lollipop syndrome.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Almost. Well, they don't have white version of these arms, do they? I was gonna say that.
Yeah, once I pick up the the Black Cat.
Nah, it won't work on Power Girl. The shoulders are too big.
Yeah.
Would need a different shoulder. The arms might work, but the
Did you already shave those arms down? Or I mean the shoulders?
Well, I contoured them, and I set it up where I can just mock it up with Shriek and these arms, but the pegs are a lot bigger on like a Moonstone arm. So I don't have it completely done, but close. But I put that taper in, which fixes that issue on these torsos.
So does the so do those torsos already have the arm sockets cut in?
They're there, but the connection points needs to be tweaked. Yeah. I did some modifications to mine to make them work just right with the body and parts I'm using.
Would you say it was difficult or pretty easy to modify them?
Not simple. But it was a learning experience, which I'm now I was able to like modify like the Power Girl torso. I modified this torso. This was the Enchantress. So I did like the cutout and curve there, resculpted the chest. Now she got costume details there. They'll be all gold. I would shave off the a box of cannons. Probably going to strip it and try dyeing. Yeah, that's your best bet for them shoulders since they don't come out. And you would want to do it too, like the dyeing method too. Wherever's covered won't dye, so you'll have to articulate the arm up and down a few times to make sure you're getting coverage with the dye.
Yeah.
What is? I'm pretty well done customizing for the night, so just chit chatting now. DMV Dream shooting the ish in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, getting pretty good responses on Instagram from what I showed so far, the work in progress on the female figures.
Yeah, coming along really good.
I'm surprised how well this DC torso worked out. Modifying it and getting it to work.
Yep.
What is it? I'm actually using the McFarlane neck peg, double ball peg.
Yeah.
And I was able to just took a round drill bit and rounded out a section in there in the neck. This piece here is actually a softer plastic inside. I drilled a hole on each side of it. I got the hole in the base there. I'll eventually put an O-ring there. So now the pegs and the diameter of the outer socket is perfect for these. So I can just put it in there, pop in the channel.
Okay, yeah, that looks better now.
Put in there, pop in the channel. And I did use the Fix It Sculpt to increase the width of the torso.
Yeah.
And the DC UC figures, like on the females, these areas on the torso protrude out way too much. I drilled a ton off these things.
Right.
They came out past the boobs.
Jesus.
DMB Dream is asking, did you 3D print it out?
I don't 3D print, but I have a great friend that's that's helped me out. I got some heads coming that's 3D printed. That's in here in the chat box of cannons. Awesome work he's done there. And of course, it's not glued together. It's just holding. Once it's tight, it'll be fine. And I left enough of the cape peg poking out. Is just enough and still works. Pull this through here. So there's just enough of the nub of that sticking out. I can glue that cape back on there.
Personally, I probably would have went for soft goods. But that's just me.
Well, her cape is so short. You really don't get much benefit out of soft goods with her.
Yep.
Well, in that case, yeah, let's go with the old cape then.
And it's already got the gold lace thing already on it, and it's already a Power Girl cape. So normally, I agree with you wholeheartedly with soft goods. Fine.
But soft goods is probably more usable with if the cape was longer.
And there we go.
And you're not going to get a whole lot of dynamic posing out of something that short.
Yeah. But that looks pretty good. Her neck is really narrow too, so it's kind of limited what I can do.
Yeah.
I think that's going to work out nice.
Oh, yeah. And proportion.
Right. How about the stream for the night?
All right, I'm getting ready to go too.
But before I go, check out the work in progress here.
Hold on, grab my mouse. Okay, yeah, camera's on.
And the camera is not focusing.
Take your hand and completely block it out, then pull it away fast. There you go. It focused.
It took me multiple tries to get that pose right.
It's like a running pose.
Yeah. He's running on the side of a building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now. She's on a hoverboard.
Yeah.
Cool.
And this will be a variant cover for a coming up book.
Very cool. Yeah, Steven's got a YouTube channel and a Indiegogo campaign for his comic?
Yeah, I haven't set it up yet, but I am going to set it up soon.
Okay.
Actually, I have a trailer for one other book if you want to see it real quick.
Sure.
All right, give me a minute to pull it up.
This was the Disco Dazzler torso resculpted.
He took down the collars, right? The lapels.
Yeah. Then took the fix-it sculpt and blended it all together.
Came out good.
That should
Like
work out.
that.
Should work out great for choice.
Yep.
for costume.
You gonna get that candy paint?
Yeah, I definitely don't have to. I haven't got it yet, but it's on. Definitely gonna be doing it. So I was telling Keon that blue wash be good to have for the white.
Yep.
You can see like they use the blue even on the comic panel. They got blue for shading.
Yeah, that'll come out real nice with that blue wash on there.
Yep. I'm not going to do this part on his costume. That was connected to the belt.
Yeah.
Later on, they quit doing that. In the earlier releases, earlier versions of the character, they had it on there, which to me, it always looks awkward. And it's like, this is metal. And when he bends over, how the hell is this flexing? I know he's super strong, but metal will fatigue after time and break.
I don't think they had it in the cartoon where he had those points.
No,
No, he didn't have it in the cartoon.
No, he didn't have it in the cartoon.
There you go. You
All right. Hope you all enjoy.
Oh, can you pause for a sec?
Huh?
Can you pause for a sec?
Yeah.
Is that copyrighted music?
It's from YouTube.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Woo.
I get I get all these musics from YouTube.
Okay, I just wanted to verify. I was like, I don't want to get dinged.
You want me to continue?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm thinking that's enough customizing for the night.
Oh yeah.
I gotta re-put my camo back on my Sarge legs. I detail them.
Is it penless?
Yeah, the Sarge's legs are pinless. Come on, focus.
It looks a lot better with that dry brushing on it.
How do you paint penless if you can't take it apart?
Well, this is green, so I'm just using green shades of greens. I don't need to take it apart. So it's fine as is. I just got to put the camo patterns back on. But yeah, I'm doing green over top of green. That's pretty good. Oh,
You didn't Winsor Newton the camo spots off. You just went over it with the dry brush.
Yep.
Okay.
They're still there. They're just covered. So I'll use the This
The
one is
reference.
template.
Yeah.
Put it back. I'll probably put some dark green too, because I like 2 colors on my camo.
Yeah. Gives a little more depth on it if you got more than one color on the camo patterns.
Yeah, and the pants he usually wears has got 2 tones too, and it's ring gear and stuff. Back in the day.
Was it like the brown and green, or was it brown and black?
I can't remember.
Yeah, can't either. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture now. Let's see.
Oh, that boot's the same way. I didn't catch it during the review. I caught it during customizing. Was it the same boot? Yep, the same boot. The hinge is offset on this left leg.
Is that a different figure or the same figure?
Same figure, just new paint. I got 2 of these Sergeant Slaughters. Or is that what you're talking about?
Because I know you show like 3 different versions of them.
Well, I do
One
have
from
3.
Hasbro, one from Action Force.
I have 4.
And there's one from WWE.
Custom, both Action Force ones. And I did a kit bash between the 2 Action Force ones to make a more classic style one out of Action Force. And I got 2 official ones, which I'm going to be customizing both. This one's going to be probably less. I'm just going to fix the boots, paint the boots right, and probably just use an olive green wash on the pants on this one and touch up the belt over here and call it done. This one I'm putting a little more detail on the pants.
It kind of varies because like one of the G.I. Joe screenshots from the cartoon, he's got just brown and green. His green pants with brown camo spots, and another one they're brown pants with green camo spots and black spots. Kind of weird. Let me see.
That looks really nice.
Yeah, it's going to
What's
turn out.
neck peg from?
That is that same type of mod I did before, but I've had this forever. I think I got this from Casting Cave, and those box of parts and stuff like that, or when he does like the random pieces back in the day. It's just a wall peg cast. So we'll do the neck mod in it, and
because it looks like it fits perfect, almost actually pretty perfectly into the neck, and
it does. I fitted it. It fits because I made it fit. And when you put the head on though, so you get so much better range. If done right, you do get more movement out of that, but she's going to have super long, wavy, so it's going to be restricted.
I do not understand why Hasbro hasn't done something like this yet.
Well, they do have double ball pegs, just they use them randomly, and they got certain characters though work better with a disc hinge. If you're like a flying character, I was like, yeah. Oh, the Sentry. Missed the Sentry Custom. Where can I find it? It is on my Instagram. Here. I forgot about the banner section in StreamYard. But yeah, all he needs is his cape to finish him up. But the figure's done except for a soft goods cape. And I got set up where we're going to do magnets. Yeah, he's got magnets in the traps, and he's got magnets in the back. And well, I'll have 3 connection points for the cape. Boom, boom, boom. I'll glue magnets to the cape when I get it. But pretty happy with how it turned out. I'll probably use the white lightning bolts off the living laser and give the living laser some purple ones.
Yep.
Or get some from box cannons, maybe. Our box cannons got any white lightning effects.
I think he does.
I'm hopping off. That's
All right.
all, guys. Hope to join again.
Oh yeah. Have a good one. This
Night.
weekend is the showcase. Nico is actually going to be featured in the showcase, and if you haven't followed Nico, follow Nico on Instagram. He's got some fantastic custom work, beautiful portfolio of customs,
I'll check it out.
and
Later.
that is Sunday at 9 o'clock. We're going to be having a sit down with him. Okay, we got any what? What now? I missed something?
Let's see. And that's the century customer requirement.
Awesome things. And,
Any what? Oh, yeah, I missed something there.
there's something Steven was saying, and when we left, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have been something Steven was referring to. Just looking throughout the other stuff, I don't see anything on there.
Yeah. Well,
I missed something.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think you missed anything. It's this. We were talking about the showcase for Sunday night. Instead of the regular Whip It show, we're going to be doing a showcase with Bill and Customs. There's Nico in the chat. Looking forward to that. And his Instagram is displayed on the screen right now. But guys, thank you again for coming out and hanging with us. The channel wouldn't be anything without you coming out and hanging out with us. You help make everything go. I appreciate all the questions, comments, hang out with everybody. And we'll see you. I'm going to try to. I got the Cyclops, the VHS Cyclops in today. I'll probably review it for tomorrow. Then after that, strip off all the cell shading and swap out the head with the one on the Bucky Cat body, because the one on the shelf, the new VHS one, looks like Conan O'Brien cosplaying as Cyclops. But anyway, thanks again. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time. And thank
everybody.
And we're gone.